thank you for staying with us. This is our third and final conversation for this morning, and it's all about job opportunities with BCCI. And we have joining us in studio Kory Leslie, who's the Marketing and Public Relations Manager over at BCCI, Mr. Leopold Rosado, who is the Marketing Manager at Belize, as well as Ms. Dawn Henry, who's the Agency Manager over at Sagicor. Good morning,
Good morning, guys,
Good morning.
and welcome.
All right, so this is the second annual job fair. It's a job fair, correct?
Link Up Job Fair.
Link Up Job Fair. Let's talk about Link Up Job Fair. How successful was the first event, and what we can anticipate for the second?
Right. So the first event, that wasn't the first job fair that the chamber did. It had been some years that elapsed since we ventured back into the job fair space, but it created a lot of opportunity for employers and employees. You know, we are champions for the private sector, so we love to make connections between those who need professionals in their institutions and those, of course, who are looking for jobs, because that's a continuous pain for a lot of people, you know, finding the right match when it comes to employment. So last job fair, the first Link Up Job Fair, it was quite successful. We had it at the SJC Gymnasium, but now it's expanded, so we've had to change venue, and now we're at the Civic Center. So it's bigger, it's bigger than the first one.
Now I know when BCCI does anything, it's huge, right?
It grows,
they don't come and do small events.
If you think about it too, it's job opportunities, so you can imagine that there will be persons that will be interested.
Well, what I find interesting is the fact that it's expanding, because it says that there are job opportunities out there. There are opportunities for employment, right? And that the unemployed can find jobs.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Right?
So I think what a lot of people would want to know is, what are the type of job opportunities that they can expect when they attend the fair?
Right. So we have a huge variety. Currently, there's over 1,400 vacancies just with those who have, the employers who have signed up. And I had the same reaction, believe it or not, even internally when we received the numbers.
Channel 5 better watch out.
And, you know, and Belize Canal on my end, we could, you know, tap into that. So a lot of people have this preconception, Belize, hardware, that's the only thing. I don't really want to get into hardware, but what they fail to realize is Belize is into agriculture. We're into freight forwarding, so we have tugboats, we have barges, we have a large logistic fleet, so we need truck drivers, we need people within the office for, you know, there's finance, accounting, HR, marketing. We have a broad spectrum of employment opportunities, which people fail to realize that we have, because Belize is well known for hardware, right? We have a grocery store. Like, there's so much growth, and even construction side of things as well, that there's pretty much a job opportunity for any person that's looking for employment.
What I'm hearing is that Belize might be taking at least 100 of those.
Close.
No, but you know, I think it's so important that we see these partnerships in places like this with the BCCI. I want to get Ms. Henry in the conversation as the agency manager. Let's talk a bit about what you are hoping to see at the job fair.
Well, first of all, we are very excited when the email came in. Right away I said, well, Sagicor got to be a part of this, because for us, I am the sales manager there, and so there is a whole department where we need to constantly recruit and bring new blood into this company who is over 100 years old. So in order for us to be relevant and continue on, then we always need more and more people. Sagicor is into the people business, so I am expecting that when I get out there, I will find persons, first of all, who are able to, as simple as getting a police record that will say not found in our records, you know, motivated, persons who have entrepreneurial skills, persons who want a career, not just a job, because even though it's a link up, you come to Sagicor and you walk our path, then I will be able to offer you a career that will take you on up until retirement. That's what we are looking for, and that's what I'm hoping for, that people will be there who I can say, you know what, this is a fit for Sagicor, because our value says that we are committed to work in communities and help people to improve their lives.
Right.
So if that is what is the value of the company, we need to find people who are aligned with that value. So I need to recruit persons. We need to recruit persons who will fit. Because as I just mentioned, we are in the people business. We've got to deliver on that mandate to serve. So I'm quite excited to see who all will come out and say, you know, hey, here I am.
I'm ready to join the Sagicor
I'm ready
family.
to join the Sagicor team.
And when you all are out there, you'll have a display of the positions available and the opportunities that exist?
Well, for my side, we are just looking right now for sales.
Okay, sales.
That's salespersons. That's what we are looking for. So when persons come in, of course, I will be, you know, there's certain, you know, characteristics
that you look out for immediately.
Good command of the English language, a second language is an asset, things like that. So I'm hoping to just have a little chit chat with persons because we cannot. We won't be able to choose right there.
Right.
But it's just to see the interest and the communication.
So just for you, first impression is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
You know?
what are we expecting from persons that stop by at the fair? Should they come dressed for an interview or dressed for the job that they want?
Yes.
Should they come with their CV on hand saying, look, these are my qualifications, these are the skills that I have, I'd love to join your team. What are you hoping for from each individual that comes to this fair?
So with that, me and Kory had a discussion outside. And when you're offering somebody a job or employment, you expect them to show up for what they're applying for, right?
Right.
So professionally dressed, no means tuxedo and tie and all of that, but professionally carry yourself professionally. Have your police report already made out. You might not have to have it there and then, but have one available. So if they tell you, which we will ask, send us an email with all the application, your police report, and your CV, and then you have that ready then and there. So then the next day we could call you back and tell you, hey, please come in for an interview, or let's get the ball rolling.
I like this list.
But yeah,
Right.
So dress, speak professionally, research the business, attending.
Correct.
So you have
that's very important.
Yeah, so the whole intent, because we have a few of these educational flyers going out just to inform. We want the employers to get the best experience on the day and the potential employees. So we don't want anyone to be ill-prepared for the opportunities out there. I spoke with Ms. Henry and Leo outside, and we discussed that sometimes people aren't as prepared as they can be, even if they're capable of satisfying a role. So it's just the preparation that goes into it. We're trying to give that support before the day of. We don't want anyone to be there intimidated on that day. You want to come confident.
Especially when you're watching your competition.
Exactly. So you need to be confident. You need to approach this as if though you will walk away with a job today, even if people are only recruiting and collecting a database of names. Act as if though the opportunity is happening there and then.
If Leopold needs me to do a backflip to get this job, I need to be prepared to do a backflip to get this job.
But Ben is does not require backflip. Right?
Okay, well, maybe Sagicor
required.
right? But Kory, you were saying something earlier that you didn't finish, and I want you to expound a bit more. 1,400 job opportunities.
Yeah.
We have Ben is here. We have Sagicor here.
Right.
What else?
We have other really big brands that will be out there as well. We have Madisco who will be out there. We have Boeing who is offering opportunities out there. A list of BPOs, as we know, BPOs consistently recruit and they have their high and low seasons. But the opportunities span from project management to warehouse work they need drivers, they need boat captains, they need people in sales, they need people in operations, admin. I haven't seen so far an opportunity not on the list, and it's very enticing, I think, especially, and we try to promote it as well with tertiary level students who may be finishing a semester who want to have job security coming out of graduation. This is definitely something you don't want to waste it, and there are some of the some of the opportunities among the many that will be available.
That brings me to ask a question, Kory. You spoke about securing job opportunities for tertiary students, but I imagine that there would also be individuals that come with only experience
Right.
and not
Absolutely.
necessarily that formal education background.
Absolutely.
I want to pose this question to the two recruiters that would potentially be there. Is this something that would be a limitation, or it doesn't matter?
For Benny specifically, under most of our job descriptions, it says you could have 2 years of education or a certain year of education or certain years of experience.
Right.
And they work hand in hand because you could learn so much in school, but then you could also learn so much in practicality and actually getting the job done. So we weigh out the odds, and both are, we value both.
Yeah.
So it just all depends on the position and what the job
Indeed.
is.
And Ms. Henry,
For Sagicor, we would like that you would have at least have a sixth form level education, and we can take you from there because there is in-house training.
Okay.
We belong to us an association that you can get up to maybe a master's degree in level of learning. So we continue from there, right in-house. You don't have to fly and go nowhere. You stay right here. But at least that level, because think about it, you're talking about people's lives. It's real. If I promise you that when you retire, this is what you're going to have, I would at least like to know that you're trainable and you know how to do this and take care of it, because by the time I reach the retirement age, I can't fix it
Yeah.
if you didn't do the right thing when I
Right.
was
Correct.
young. So we
Right.
need people who are
Yeah,
very competent.
events like this really counter the notion that there isn't jobs available.
Yeah.
That's what we were
hope that-
discussing earlier.
That there isn't anything to do, and so poor little old me, I'll
is
just have
me.
to stay
Yeah.
unemployed.
Yeah,
well, hey, let me give you a ride to the job fair, and we can
Yes.
figure out
Correct,
something.
correct.
And-
Wake up on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
It's
And-
and
Saturday.
there's really no excuses because
Yes.
it's on a Saturday.
It's on a
And
Saturday.
just a tip for the people watching out there who are interested in a job fair: don't tell the person that's interviewing you, there's no jobs in Belize. And another thing is, oh, well, I made to think about our next job, you know, while you're interviewing for one.
Yeah.
There's certain things, and, you know, just review the Commerce page and what's not, and look at the tips and tricks that they're offering, because it is valuable, and that might be the ticket, the golden ticket to get the job.
Right.
You know, just one word or the way you carried yourself throughout that first impression, right?
Would
It's
you-
lasting.
Kory, would you say that there may also be opportunities for part-time employment? And I ask because you may have some people that are working one job,
Right.
looking to make some extra income
Right.
with some extra time that they
Yeah.
have. And so they may go out there and look for something part-time that's not too strenuous, that they
Right.
can manage and
Yeah.
bringing extra income into the home.
Yeah, that's something we consider. Surviving off of single income currently is something that most people find very difficult, especially younger professionals, coping with dealing with this whole adulthood,
Yeah.
adult life that you weren't necessarily accustomed to when living at home. So a lot of people are seeking more than one stream of income. I do believe opportunities exist at the job fair for this. If I could advise anyone going into it, though, with these expectations, you have to be able to do the research beforehand to know who you're speaking with. When we think about part-time, or when these employers think about part-time, they don't always offer it, but it is a conversation to be had if the competency is there. I know when I first started at my first job, the position was not for a part-time employee, but I explained in the interview that I am certain and confident that I can satisfy this JD with the amount of hours in the day that I'm asking to work. And although I wasn't, they didn't say yes right away and okay, definitely, I got the call back and I received that job.
Wow.
So the possibilities, I think, be ready to have conversations on that day. Don't go in with the expectations of getting everything you will ask for, but be prepared to converse, be prepared to compromise with these people. And the amount of opportunities there, I'm sure there will be some form of lead that you will get or some, and you can follow up on it later on.
Yeah.
1,400 plus jobs is that's an exorbitant amount of opportunity. So
Now does the opportunity exist at these fairs to have the most important discussion that everybody wants to have? How much on our pay me? or is that that's usually a conversation reserved for these follow-up.
callbacks.
I would say so,
callbacks.
yeah. I would,
I-
with the employers.
I would welcome that question. Somebody say, you know, how much you want to pay me, and my answer would be, how much do you want?
Correct.
Because
That's
when
almost a trick question.
it's not a trick question. It's not a trick question because 17 years ago I entered this career, and you notice I am still here, and it's really not a trick question. Like he said, the possibilities that are there.
Right.
When it comes to sales, remember I said entrepreneur, you are your own boss.
Right.
You don't punch at 8 to 5, you don't punch at 8 to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right? With sales, the work you put in is what you get remunerated for.
Right.
So I have to ask you, because then that's a key for me.
Indeed.
How much do you want? Because it's going to tell me how hungry you are, how dedicated you're going to be. If you have that eye of the tiger, you understand? So that will let me know.
I like that.
Right?
I like
I
that.
love it.
Yes. So say I'm giving away my secret.
we already caught on to
like
it.
that. I
What?
like that.
And it's not a
I
trick
like
because
that.
it's really
Yeah.
true. Because if you want only maybe $500 for the month, then I would maybe show you to another booth.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe
So
that's all you're
I
willing to work
need you
for,
to want this.
Well, guys, I have a job and I feel like I want to go to this job.
I think
Come and
I'll
help.
go. I think I'll go not to
Yeah, I
not
mean-
to leave my job, but to really get an experience
Experience
of
so
what's
you can-
out
You
there.
should.
Right, so you
It's
can
for
tell other
everyone.
persons,
For
right,
everyone.
share it. So booth 24.
Booth 24.
24.
All right.
Sagicor.
And where will Benny's be? Boot what?
I'm not sure. What was it, Corey?
I'm not too sure. and I'm
You
not
know
too
what?
sure.
Right at the
But
time,
we
we
have a
can't miss
photo of the map
Benny's.
there.
Yes.
That
You
was
can't miss Benny's.
But yeah, we still have registrations open for employers who want to register. I believe around 25 registered so far, and only 25 have created so many opportunities.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we really welcome more employers to join because we want to entice more people, more job seekers to come out. Whether you have a job currently, whether you're seeking, whether you're about to finish school, whether you have a lot of experience, there's something for you. So
Yeah.
we definitely want to encourage.
So the day is
April 6th.
April 6th,
10 a.m. to 3
10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Civic
Belize
Center.
City Civic Center.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Great.
Well,
All right.
guys, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
This
Thank
you
was
for having
a
us.
wonderful conversation. I'm looking forward to hearing how that fair goes. Definitely from the fact that we're moving to Civic Center, I know
It's
we
not
are
only for Belize
expecting...
City.
Yeah, countrywide.
Countrywide.
Everyone is
Right.
welcome.
Yes.
Everyone is welcome to show.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again for stopping by and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
All right, we're going to take our final break, and when we come back, we wrap things up.